Yo, welcome back to Phillysnext Radio Morning Show. All right, so T.Y., man, we was talking about what age do you think would be appropriate to for your child to date and stuff like that.
I don't put a number to it. I put the maturity level of the child to it.
That you think what age you think they'll be able to date?
Not so much the age, but the maturity level of the child.
Now, what if your child is listening to a lot of that rap music? A lot of the rap music, like...
Listen, man, we all grew up listening to rap music.
So you think it's just basically about talking to the child and all that?
If anything else, the rap music was just as hard back when I was growing up as it is now.
I think the rap music we was listening to then had more of a meaning to it as opposed to what they're playing now out here.
Yeah, but you figure when NWA came out, 2 Live Crew, they didn't have no meaning to it.
NWA did have meaning to it. That's a whole other subject, but you know.
That was just strictly street, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying.
2 Live Crew, that was strictly about the go-go bars and women, you know? So, I mean, we had the same kind of music they got today, we had it before. Nothing's new with music, it just gets regurgitated.
Exactly.
Different names apply to the music, that's all.
Exactly. I think, for me personally, I think I would, let my child, like you said, after seeing how she acts and seeing the type of people that she's around and stuff, it would determine, and I used to always tell her, how you going to be able to date and everything is going to depend on how you make me feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, about the way you act and, how you approach things and deal with things. Right. So, that's one of the things I've always talked to her about. And I try to instill that in her and let her know, like, be careful what's going on. People that's always, that you think is your friends aren't always your friends.
Yeah, it's true, too.
And, sometimes children have a hard time of ciphering that.
Well, and with that, sometimes children have to learn the hard way, too,
This is true.
As long as you're there to pick them up when they fall, that's the example. You see, I tried to tell you this before.
Right.
Again, and then you explain to them.
But do it come to the point where they're like, they know more than you? Like, you don't know about this. This is, this is new school. This you old school or whatever.
Well, I mean, unless you was sheltered in the house all your life, they're going through the same thing that you went through.
Exactly. Although they probably don't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, they don't because they haven't seen it.
Right.
All they know is, you my mom or you my pop.
Right.
You're older than me. You don't know what's going on.
I can't do this. I can't do that.
So.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, again, like, it depends on the maturity level of the child.
Right.
That comes with the parents just staying on top of them.
Right.
And explaining to them about life.
And life and giving them proper knowledge, being realistic about a lot of the dangers that's going on out here in life and stuff like that,
I mean, you think about it, would you want the streets with some young guys out here telling your daughter about sex, or are you going to teach her that?
And you're absolutely right, because if you keep them sheltered and they're sheltered and don't know anything but what you're just telling them, no, you can't do this. This is going to make them want to experiment and do these experimental type things. At least I believe that.
Right.
So, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like you got to really pay attention to your child and your child's behavior and how your child acts and the things that your child do to see if you're okay with the way they're making their judgment with their friends and the type of associates that they hang out with and stuff, so.
I mean, you let them hang out with their friends, and then you talk to them about their friends, like, get information from them.
Right, the different dangers and stuff like that, yeah.
Then they'll start to figure it out, who's who and what's what,
right,
as you feed them the information and knowledge.
Right.
It's not so much telling them what to do, but it's giving them information, letting them take it in, let them absorb it, and then let them make a decision.
Well, we make it sound easy on on internet radio. This is all you got to do to raise your child, and this is how your child will turn out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, man, let's get into some of these jams. This is Phillysnext Radio Morning Show. Let's go.